What's that black box?
I don't know.
Is it dead? We dead
Are
already.
you okay? Oh.
Maddie hurt
What
her
did it
ankle.
say?
Sion?
Well, hey there, everyone. My name's Brad Pitt. Welcome to the Spice of Life podcast. Wow, are you laughing? I'm not nearly handsome enough to be Brad Pitt. However, anyway, we have with us today Katniss Everdeen and I don't know, Jim Carrey on the other couch. Make a Jim Carrey face.
Oh, I can't. His faces are way too obscure.
Call him Rubber Face up in here. Welcome to the Spice of Life podcast, where we, Sam, Maddie, and Nathaniel, and Force Ghost Colton, talk about things such as life and spiciness in the life that we live. Nathaniel, what are we going to be talking about today?
Oh, we're going to be talking about so many things.
Oh, good.
The first thing I want to touch base on, sorry, I'm just making sure people see my legs, so you have something to Photoshop, so I don't get somebody else's legs. And just because I said that, watch, I'm going to get somebody else's legs. So I kind of want to just say, like, what's been the highlight of your guys' week this week? Because I know things have been a little busier. Students are back in school. So just what's been the highlight of your guys' week?
You first.
Me. Oh.
Thinking still.
Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss Everdeen.
I volunteer as tribute.
Probably for me, I was telling Sam this a bit earlier, just briefly. I've been working on trying to make a good burger, and I feel like I had the seasoning down. Like, I make my own secret sauce. Like, the only thing is getting the cook on the burger patty perfect. I feel like I have a few more rounds, maybe a whole lot more rounds before I get the perfect just char on the burger. But I think the highlight was the burger I made yesterday. I took a bite out of it, and I'd never thought I would be that proud of myself before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dog video. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did you put it on it then? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Bacon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See, you kind of have to cut to that YouTube video just briefly so they know what we're talking about.
Yeah. What's the one with the gopher? Now that I'm thinking about that, Steve.
This is why we don't usually invite Sam anywhere.
What's that one that went viral like 2 years ago and was like... I don't remember, but it was so
What?
annoying.
I'm gonna need more
It
specifics.
was like
Yeah.
some dog video that went viral, and it was the most annoying thing.
Well,
And everyone was saying it all the time.
Well, while you, excuse me, I can't word yet. While you find that video, highlight of my week was, this is gonna sound so pathetic, I started picking up Super Smash Bros. Again recently. Like, I put it down for a while. I got too hardcore about it. Every time I lost, I got super upset and was super bitter. And was like, I need to put this down for at least a couple months before I, like, try and play again. I picked it up again, loving it, having a lot of fun.
Because you picked up Paladins after Smash Bros, right?
Yeah, and now I've put Paladins down for a bit. You have the video?
I found
I
it.
need to start playing
I'll
Paladins.
come back
again.
to this.
Oh yeah.
I can't. That's what haunts me in my nightmares.
Maddie may or may not briefly show you a clip just so you guys know what we're talking about. May or may not.
There's gonna be a night at like 2 a.m. that you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just peacefully asleep, and then you're gonna hear that, and you're like, it's in my dreams, and it's just gonna be me and you outside their window, just it's gonna be so funny when she comes to like work the next day and it's just like, guys, I can't sleep anymore. It's in my head. We're just like
is following me everywhere.
laughing. So I picked up Smash Bros. Again. And the highlight of my week on Smash Bros, they have a weird online system where like you get global Smash power as you rank up online. I got to like 1.7 million with one of the characters, which is like 17 times past my previous record. So I'm actually like, I'm getting pretty good. I'm pretty good, all right? y'all got to play me on some Smash Bros soon.
No,
I'm just saying.
Thank you. I'm good.
I'm not
Too
good. I'm not
sensitive.
even close to being good.
I
at
felt
Smash
so
Bros.
bad because you're super competitive.
What?
You're
No, I'm not.
super competitive, but like you get so sad if you lose.
No, I don't.
We played
What?
we played Smash Bros once, and Maddie was playing, and I was Donkey Kong, and I just like punched her, and she exploded, and I could hear her like her happiness levels dropping.
No, I was
like,
mostly
over time.
annoyed because I couldn't play with the controllers I liked. So I was just like, ah.
For me, I remember a day where it was just Sam and I playing, and it was literally 2 hours of him just destroying me. I won once because he let me win, so I
He
wouldn't
let
feel
you.
terrible. But it's like, I was just like, honestly, I should have just stopped playing after 20 minutes. But it was 2 hours of just me like, I can get him this time. Nope. Nope.
See,
Not
the
again.
crazy thing to me is like I'm not that good at that game. Like there are people that
I
are
just-
so good.
Yeah.
And I suck compared to them. My brother-in-law is one of those people. He's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I play him, I will like have him on the ropes, and then at the last second, he's just like, "Bye," and I explode and I lose. And I'm like,
Oh man.
but that was the highlight of my week, is I got a high ranking on that the other night and felt pretty special for about 20 minutes, and then
Nice.
realized that I'm just a perfectly normal human being after that, and was kind of sad. So that was the low of my week, really. What's the high of your week? I can't English yet.
Maddie. Madness.
Madness Everdeen. I volunteer as second.
I didn't think I was competitive. That's probably the wing 3 in me. Thanks, Lance.
The what?
Just kidding. Anyways, Enneagram stuff.
Oh.
You won't understand.
Enneagram
Yeah, I wouldn't.
things.
We're the same Enneagram.
I'm not a
but-
hipster.
What? It's not hipster.
You're like the most hipster one of us here. You have the fancy dress shoes,
Yeah.
skinny jeans,
sorry.
and a nice shirt.
Anchor shirt.
That's about like
Yeah, with anchors.
that's
so
about
true.
the most hipster
That's
thing
fucking
other
sure.
than this table in the
Yeah.
room right
Yeah.
now. And yeah, I think you're competitive. I mean, maybe you're not. I don't know, but like
It's
that's
wing
my
3.
experience.
We're the same Enneagram, but we have different wings. So, like, you have a number. There's 1 through 9, you have a number. But you're also a little bit of the one next to you. So we're 4s. He's a wing 5, I'm a wing 3. Lance is a 3. And 3s can get competitive. Anyways, the highlight of my week was going to a grocery outlet and finding a $12 concentrate cold brew that is one of my favorites, and it was only $2 because grocery outlet is amazing.
Right.
I don't know why it was only $2, but at Save Mart it's like 12.
Oh, we all know why it was just $2.
Why?
It's grocery outlet. Come on.
No, okay,
What's
grocery
grocery
Yeah, they have good
outlet.
stuff.
Grocery outlet basically is like when a bunch of the normal like Save Mart, Winco, when they don't sell stuff, or that's like
It's the Walmart of
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes,
When they
it
don't
is.
sell stuff, but they don't sell stuff like right away, or it's like gonna go bad soon. They send it to grocery outlet, so you can find a lot of unique and like stuff you don't find in grocery stores. So like, say they like there's a new Nucio brand and nobody buys it, they're gonna send it to grocery outlet, sell it there. So you can find a lot of unique stuff there for like way cheaper.
because nobody bought it.
But sometimes you find really
Yeah.
good stuff that's like
Yeah.
you
So
can't
it's-
find this in a regular store.
I feel like my best explanation is, you know how Winco is the Walmart of Costco's?
Sure.
Grocery outlet is the Walmart of Winco's.
I would argue that it's more like the Marshalls of Winco. You know, Marshalls just like sells everything that clothing stores.
Yeah,
Like, didn't
yeah.
sell?
So it's like
Yeah.
that whole TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
Wait, I didn't know
Yeah.
Marshalls did that.
Yeah.
I
thought-
assume that's
oh.
what they do because it's kind of like
It's
a
just, they
general
literally get
store.
like overstock from all these companies and stuff,
Yes.
and they just sell it cheaper.
But like you can find really good stuff there. Like yesterday I
But it's
also
like
found
when you go in, it's not
The
as
more
nice.
you know.
okay, it's nicer
Right?
than like Food Max. Like, I
Oh
don't think
well,
it's
yeah, we're not.
nasty.
What's food, man?
We're not gonna compare to.
It's not Save Mart, but
It's
it's
like-
not like going to Walmart's
It's
worse.
like the Walmart of the grocery outlets. I should just keep rabbit holing this.
I don't get it. Okay, it's like the Target of the Walmarts.
What?
It's like nicer to go to than
Target
Walmart.
of the Walmarts.
Yeah, it's like you'd rather go there than a Walmart.
Food Max?
No. Okay, it's like the Food Max of Safe Marts, but it's also.
Wait, so now you're just comparing. Because I feel like, so whenever I compare something to Walmart, it's like the lower end. When I compare something to Target, it's the higher end. So when you start comparing Food Max to Save Mart, I don't really know what's going on.
It's like in between Food Max and Safe Mart, but it's not Walmart. Okay, it's better than Walmart.
Wait, so it's locationally in between Food Max and Save Mart?
See, I don't think it's.
It fits in between there.
It's like experience-wise, so how it looks inside, how clean it is, how
I
organized.
think it's pretty decently clean. I don't think it's gross.
Dad, help. I'm confused.
To me, it's almost like a whole different, like, you can't compare it because it's just so different. But, like, I also found chocolate chips that are espresso flavored. And I'm going to make some espresso chocolate chip cookies.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah, they have cool stuff there. Like, I'm just like, oh, what do they have
sounds like
next?
a heart attack waiting to happen.
But anyways, that was my highlight, is finding $2 cold brew.
Nice.
And then you drank it, which was the low point of your week.
Did you do 12 creams, 12 sugars?
No, that's...
Can't say I've tried 12 cream, 12 sugar after...
You technically only had 6, right? And I technically only had 3. Because remember, I drank a quarter.
I guess sort of.
I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
I probably had like 0.5.
I just know she had like 0.00000024.
She like took a sip and was like, nah, I'm all good.
I took like a Squidward sip.
I'm honestly surprised you chugged it. Oh my gosh.
Dude, go hard or go home, and I always go hard. So
I got a headache right after that thing.
Me too.
And I drink energy drinks, and I've never been hit that hard.
Huh. Actually, let me rephrase that. Go hard or go home, and I don't have a home, so I'm going hard.
Rip. That's sad.
Rip.
Makes sense, right?
But you'll always find your way back home.
But you'll always, everyone, find your way back home.
At first, as soon as you said that, for some reason I was thinking of Folgers Coffee. I don't know why. I think it was their old commercials that were always like, you know you're home when there's like Folgers or something like that.
Yeah. Like the kids
you
are
live in
coming home from Christmas and they're
Really?
like,
Yeah.
best time we
Folgers.
Is Folgers in your cup.
And there's
Really?
like a remix and
Yeah.
someone says there's fudgers in your cup.
Wow. So their slogan is that it's not home unless you have Folgers.
Yeah,
Isn't that a sad
their
challenge?
idea was like,
Do you live in a dumpster?
Yeah.
Because that's what Folgers coffee is.
Oh my gosh. And I remember
Dumpster
there was
coffee.
a commercial where it was like a brother and sister, but they were like, you know, hugging like a
Oh
little too
yeah.
much. And they were like memed. I want to say
man.
SNL made fun of them because how like awkward the brother and sister interaction was.
It was so
man.
awkward. Like they
It
didn't
is
look like brother
weird.
and sister, and then you like,
Because
Wait,
if you
what?
didn't know their brother and sister, you would have thought they were like either a married couple or they
Yeah.
were dating.
Oh,
And it's just like Folgers is getting a little iffy.
they're weird.
Folgers, man.
Yeah.
That is some of the like grossest. That's the kind of stuff that they like give you, like when you go to like a wood shop or something, or like a used car dealership. That's the coffee
Yeah.
they have on the pot.
Free coffee,
Yeah.
and it's just like water with a little bit of Folgers. Tastes like
Yeah.
burnt cardboard.
And they haven't washed that carafe out in 6 months at least. At least.
And they're like, here, put some creamer in it and make it taste better.
It's the same filter
There's
every
12
time.
creams, 12 sugars. Now it
It's
should
the
taste
same
better.
filter.
It's the same
There's
filter.
just like papers in
Yeah.
your coffee just soaking through from the amount of times it's been used.
Honestly.
Ugh.
That's what they use. Folgers Coffee. It's not a workshop unless it's Folgers Coffee. That's the new slogan. Got a used car dealership? Folgers Coffee.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
That's how it works. That's how I think it works.
That could be how it works. So when you're going to open one up, it's right there in the
This is why
legislation.
I'm not successful.
I think old people use it too. But it's the caffeine-free version.
That's just gross. But okay, so leading
Anyways.
to the next thing that I got. So I went on the top10s.com, which if y'all don't know, that's literally just filled with top 10 lists. So like you can go and like one of the lists that I'm about to go over is the top 10 favorite foods that people have voted on. You could still go on, you could still click on your favorite one, and then it'll slowly like adjust and stuff.
That's hard.
But so
All foods.
the top 10 favorite foods that this website has collected. So starting with number 10.
How do you compare
10,
like
10.
cake to steak or something? Like what?
One of them's steak, one of them's cake.
But sometimes you want one at
But
different times.
see, that's the thing. So the item that took spot number 10 is sushi.
Okay.
And
I'm glad I
I'm
made it up
completely
there.
down with that. Sushi's amazing.
Yes,
I want
I
it.
love
I agree with most of the things on this list. I don't know if in that exact order. Number 9 is the taco.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, so,
that
so
got it.
number 9 of all-time favorite
You know
foods.
what? You know what even
taco.
makes it better? Sushi, taco, fish taco. Fish tacos.
Yeah. Those are pretty good.
fish taco. Yeah.
I was like, what
From
are you
Rubio's.
talking about?
Rubio's fish tacos are so good.
Just like any like local beach place, good. Go to the beach, get some fish tacos.
Exactly. So the spot in the number 8 spot is just bacon.
Okay. Yep.
To me, like I love bacon, but I was kind of like when I'm thinking of food, I'm thinking of like a main entree or something. So
Yeah.
that did surprise me. I love bacon like crazy, but I was thinking more
I think
entrees
it's a
for
main
this. but-
entree. Confession: me and Sabin ate an entire pack of bacon last week.
That's
in
horrifying.
one sitting.
That's horrifying.
But
We were like,
and
where
that
did
was
it all
it?
go? Well, we made pancakes.
Well, because I could do that, but like I need. So that's the pancakes are the main entree.
So we had pancakes and bacon, and I probably had like 4 pieces.
Well, I would I wouldn't say your runny pancakes are main entree.
Whatever.
That's
okay.
more like straight into the
But yeah, I went back to get more,
garbage disposal.
and the plate was empty, and I was like, "We ate that entire pack of bacon."
It's very easy to skip over that. Honestly, you could just keep putting bacon in your mouth, and
It's just so good.
in the next 20 seconds you finished 2 packs of bacon.
That's.
So that's an easy mistake to make.
I have a confession to make. I don't really like bacon.
What? It's because you've had Canadian bacon, probably.
Well, Canadian bacon is just ham.
It's just ham.
Oh
Yeah.
right, we had this
That is,
discussion.
it's not bacon.
but regular true American.
I feel like is
American bacon.
is bacon different here than Canada?
A little bit.
Is it better?
In Canada, yeah.
It's better
Oh,
in
in
Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
Well,
What?
probably more so because the
Fresher ingredients.
Yeah, fresher ingredients.
But it's
Because
so
America is
good.
much more farmed, like mass farmed product.
I don't get it. Like I get it. Like steak, love it. Like I'm a huge lover of all things good and
Which, to be fair, the
What?
number 7 spot is steaks.
yeah.
Boo.
Which
That I can get on
I'm not a
board
big
with.
fan of steaks.
Me
surprisingly.
either. Steak is so bland.
To me, it's just
I can
like
understand.
a tough piece of flavorless meat.
I can
yes, and you have
understand
to
that.
chew
Yeah.
it forever.
Yeah, very
And I'm like,
chewy.
why is it $30? I'll just get chicken.
I can totally understand that. It's like you're doing hamburgers. It's totally the way you cook it. It's the way you prepare the meat. It's like I've done like marinated steaks for 2 days, and like you literally can cut it with a butter knife that has no serration on the edge of it. It's just like slits open.
But so
and it's
even like the
oh.
phrase I've heard that it cuts like butter, chews like steak. For me, the part that where it chews like steak, that's just
No.
I don't know. I've just never liked it because you're just sitting there chewing, and I'm just like, man,
like
there's not
when
much flavor to this.
Yes, like when you're a kid, there's so many times when you're a kid and like, well, for me, and I would chew it forever, and then I'd go to swallow and get stuck in my throat, and I'd have to like hack it out.
But I guess to be fair, a lot of people honestly, a lot of people honestly don't know how to season meat properly. Because
Yeah.
I've seen people literally just like a dash of salt, when literally even like for the burgers that I make, if you really want it to be seasoned well, like the entire top has to be just covered in salt, pepper.
So what are you mourning?
So it's just like you literally have to coat it for the all of the meat to really soak up, so you're
Do
tasting
you
that flavor in every
do?
bite.
This is pretty standard practice preparing meat, but do you salt it prior and then let it sit for like 15 minutes and then you put it on, or what's your?
For me, for the burgers, because they're so thin, I just pre-season, so I just cover it with a bunch of salt, pepper. I use a little dash of cayenne pepper powder, so you get a little bit of heat, and onion powder as well.
yeah,
So
onion
both
powder.
sides, rub it in, let it cook. So I turn the griddle up almost as high as it can get. So as soon as the meat hits it, it's literally just like caramelizing, burning, and it gets super juicy
That
and
sounds
stuff.
good.
So, but that's the thing. A lot of people just like lightly season like a big chunk of steak, cook it like that, and it's just whenever I bite into it, I'm just like, you're chewing so long and just
Put
such
a bunch
little
of barbecue
flavor.
sauce on it.
No, no.
So I've honestly, I can honestly say I've never had a steak that I've liked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree
like
with
I'm,
that.
I'm still waiting just for somebody to
I very much
present
agree.
one for
Best
me.
steak I ever had And I mean, it was like a $60 steak, but I think it was around there. It's the Gateway Lodge up in Three Rivers.
Oh, I've been there.
It's in California.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was good.
Yeah, it's on the way in. It's on the way up to Sequoia.
Yep. I had like a peppercorn.
Oh, I know where that is.
Steak, and it was good.
It was $60.
I paid
See,
for.
they're expensive, yeah.
Well, that was a honeymoon trip, so it was like cashing out the
That's kind of
dollars,
crazy
but-
that you say that because so Jamie and I went there. You know what? I don't even know why we went. I think we went there before the school year was going to start, just so we can go out once. I want to say I ordered a Wagyu burger, which Wagyu is supposed to be some of the the
Wagyu
best
beef,
meat.
Yeah.
I want to say she ordered a steak, or no, she ordered ribs, and altogether it was going to be around $100 just for us two. We were given gift cards for Christmas, so we weren't concerned about the price. But like I bit into the burger, like it was like flavorless. The ribs were dry.
What?
Like they were like almost
Very
bone
easy
dry.
to dry out ribs.
And it was just it is, and I was just so surprised. I'm like, I've heard amazing things about their steaks, but I got a burger, she got the ribs, and
See, that place doesn't. Why I was like, whoa, $60? Because I was like, that place doesn't look like they would have $60 steaks. Like I drive by and I'm like, oh, it's just a restaurant. Like
the way even like their staff just wears regular t-shirts and leggings, like that was one of my big critiques. Is just like, if I'm paying like this much money for food, like you guys have to look nicer.
Yeah.
You guys have to like present
you look
yourselves.
like a nice restaurant.
Yeah, and like they sat us down in the back on some dirty couches.
What?
Next to one of the fire pits and stuff. For tables, they literally had plastic folded out tables, and I'm just like luckily they took off the ribs for us, so we didn't have to pay for that. But I'm just like, if we're gonna spend like $120 us two, and we're eating on like plastic tables, dirty
Yeah.
outdoor things.
Go to the Vintage
with-
Press.
yeah.
Like that, it's way better.
Gateway Lodge. What happened? What happened?
But that's the thing. I've heard very mixed reviews. So obviously my experience was on the not so good end, but I've heard plenty of things like you where it's on the good end. So
I was happy.
I think it just depends on
I need to
the
go there.
day or
Need to break the tie.
yeah. So definitely you and Saban need to try it, and then let us know where Gateway stands. Not church. Gateway
It's
Lodge
not
and Restaurant.
affiliated with Gateway
Not
Church.
affiliated. Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a promotion either.
And just so we know, so the spot number 6 is hamburgers,
Yeah,
which I can kind of agree with that. Burgers are one of my favorite things.
super good.
Number 5, French fries.
Yes, I love French fries. I'm glad that's on there.
I'm a big fry person.
Oof. Yes.
Yeah, so you don't feel French fries?
I could eat them for a
Even
whole meal.
hamburgers, I've got to be in the mood. Like it's too much bread. It's too much like it just sits in my stomach like a wad. Now, if it's a good burger, then it doesn't do that. Of course, if someone has taken the time to prepare really fresh ingredients, but I just find burgers and fries it's not. I don't get it.
For me, because I have so much like beef patties, especially right now, and like I'm so like in the mindset of trying to make a really good burger. The only reason I haven't made burgers every night so far is because Jamie would kill me.
What?
So she's just like, no, like I'm not eating burgers again tonight. Let's make like carne asada or a salad or some pasta and stuff. So we'll make some other stuff. If it was up to me, I'd be making burgers every night
Yeah.
for us two until I can confidently say I make the best burger myself.
Dang, y'all are crazy.
Sometimes the thing
I love
pick,
burgers.
the entree I pick at a restaurant is based on will I get fries with it. That's how much I like fries.
Wow.
Like I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get a pasta because I'm not gonna get fries with
Isn't
it.
it so disappointing when like you get a good entree and you order fries and the fries just suck?
No,
It's not that hard to do it's not that hard to do good fries either.
I've never had like
Really?
bad fries.
I've had
I
bad
have.
fries because like
Dry and
Yeah.
like way too
you
salty.
dip them in ranch. Oh,
no,
I've
to
never
me
had them
that doesn't
salty.
really do it much justice because at that point when it's too dry, like might as well just put butter on it and turn it into mashed potatoes.
Ooh,
It's
I'm
a
not a mashed
tighter-
potato person.
It's
Yeah.
a tater.
But yeah, like so when they make really good fries,
Crinkle cut.
there's this place just downtown. I'm forgetting the name, but they make really good. Like they're thin, crispy, and they come with like just a big basket of fries, and it's
BT's.
a dream.
Sequoia?
It's downtown. Can't remember.
Is it a restaurant?
I
Like a
think
sit
so.
down?
Weird. There's a place.
I'll think of the name and I'll let you guys know. But number 4 is ice cream.
Word.
I'm usually a little iffy on ice cream. Ice cream has never been my
I wouldn't rate
my
it number
favorite
4 on my own
Yeah,
list.
that's number
Yeah.
4.
It was very high. Number 3 is chocolate.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm a woman, so.
Wow.
I'm
Stereotyping.
I'm stereotyping myself.
Number 2 is fried chicken.
Number 2 is fried
To
chicken.
me, when I think fried chicken, I immediately think of KFC.
Yeah.
When I think of that, I'm like, eh. But technically, like Chick-fil-A, that's fried chicken. So
Yeah.
when I shifted to that, I'm just like, I could see that for me personally.
Number 2?
Number 1 is pizza.
No. I'm not a huge pizza fan.
So what was voted everybody's, top favorite food was pizza.
Why is like burritos not on there? That's my number 1.
I think they're
Good burrito.
probably looping that in with tacos, which was like what, 8?
That was like 9.
was
Isn't tacos 9?
To me,
I
the one thing that bums me out here is there's no like pasta dish. Like if somebody said chicken Alfredo, that would be on my
Yes.
list.
Lasagna?
And some sort of Chinese food for me. Personally.
Yes.
If you guys have never had gumbo down there by Pyology,
Ooh, gumbo.
their fried rice
I like
Amazing.
gumbo.
is like very simple but so tasty. So if there's some sort of Chinese food, like even if it was just like pork fried rice,
Or even just
that'd
like
also be on
orange chicken.
yeah,
Orange
Well,
chicken
that's
is
that's
good.
Japanese food, but
Ooh, ginger beef.
Chinese.
Ginger
yeah,
beef.
I-
And technically, it was made by Panda Express, so orange chicken technically isn't Chinese food
Oh, I
because they made it for their Hawaiian customers. So it's based off. They made it specifically for their Hawaiian constituents. And now because
Yeah.
it's so popular, every Chinese restaurant serves orange chicken.
Of course they do.
Well, that's like basically every restaurant in America is not that authentic food. Like
Yeah. But I love
spaghetti.
it.
Yeah, like spaghetti meatballs is American made. Our pizza is so much different than like Italian
Oh,
pizza.
very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If you ask for like spaghetti in Italy, they'll give you something that is nothing like what you know
Yeah.
spaghetti as.
Really?
It won't have sauce.
yeah, it's different.
Like-
I'd be fine with that. Like the tomato sauce, like we tend to use in America for spaghetti. I've never really been a fan of.
yeah.
Well, again,
It's just way too tomatoey.
Yeah, tomatoey, and it's kind of got this like, I don't know, this over. I'm almost going to say bitter.
Processed or
Over processed is probably a better word.
Yeah.
But I taste like a bitterness on the end of things.
Yeah.
So, real tomato sauce, like made from tomatoes, is so good.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
which they tend to have in Italy compared to
Yeah.
what we do
Oh,
here.
ingredients, man. Ingredients.
My parents went to Italy last year, and they were saying that like their restaurants will close at like 3 or 4, and then reopen back at 8, because like 8 to
Yeah.
12 is when they eat dinner.
Yeah.
And you're not expected just to sit down for an hour, eat, and leave. Like you're expected to stay. Like they make their entire lives around food. So you have to stay for at least like 2 or 3 hours.
They just
Crazy.
feed you.
Yeah.
They're just like, you want to get some spaghetti? You come in.
Well, yeah. So even like Michelin-starred restaurants, like their whole. It's not really like a full menu that you're ordering off of. They tend to have like a 12, 14, 16 course menu for you. And especially in Europe, it tends to be like a 3-hour ordeal where like they give you small amounts of food, but it's every like 20 minutes they give you like a new dish. They fill you up just with as much as they can. But it's
Bread.
also incredibly expensive.
Cheese.
Cheese should be like on that list.
Yes.
Wait, so cheese.
They're
Just
just like
like that?
chucking cheese at you.
Oh, yeah.
Bread.
You wanted a cheese?
Get it, the cheddar.
Get it a cheddar.
I doubt they have cheddar cheese in Italy.
Parmesan.
Yeah, that's true. Parmesan.
Parmesan. They probably
And-
don't even have
and
that.
Mozzarella.
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 Gorgonzola.
You get a spicy meatball.
Mozzarella.
Yeah. The next list I have outside of food
Okay.
is I made sure to go completely different on this is the top 10 best companies of all time.
Okay.
So are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So spot number 10
Folgers.
is instead of Folgers, it's Amazon.
Number 10?
So number
Yeah.
10 is Amazon.
Okay.
I have a love-hate relationship
Right.
with Amazon.
Yeah, they're obviously great deals, great programs, but you also hear a bunch of stuff how they treat their employees.
Yeah.
Which that's the thing. You also hear, how they treat them so well. Then you hear on the other side of the spectrum how they don't treat them well at all. And it's kind of just like I would have to work there before I really know what's what.
Maybe Jeff Bezos owns the Gateway Lodge. Mixed reviews.
Yeah, I assume that's it. I think Sam here just cracked the code.
Da-da-da-dum.
They're like, I'm like a very big buy local kind of person, and I mean that's how my parents raised me. And so anytime I buy something off Amazon, I just feel guilty. But I know sometimes it goes to local businesses, but sometimes it doesn't, and I'm like, but it's 1-day shipping and it's so convenient. Yeah. I feel terrible, but yeah.
It's just, I think Amazon is one of those things that just really helped businesses grow more and more, because they literally opened up the online avenue to so many businesses that never thought they could be successful in it. Spot number 9 is just Marvel. So just the Marvel company.
I feel like I know what number 1 is.
Number 8 is Ford. That's the only car company on this list.
You could take the engine out of a Toyota Corolla,
Sorry.
fill it with water, chuck it into the river, leave it there for 20 years to decay, take it out of the river, empty it of water, put it back in the vehicle, and it'll start right up for you. Toyotas are indestructible.
I thought that was the brand that always breaks down.
No, that's Ford.
That's Ford. That's why it's called Fix or Repair Daily.
I'm so confused.
That's so funny. If you take good care of your car, Fords tend to, be all right. But even Jamie's, do you have a Ford Escape?
No, I have a Ford EcoSport.
Okay, so Jamie has a Ford Escape, and literally we've had to take it in 2 or 3 times just because random parts split. They use cheaper screws, they use cheaper heads, and it just cracks super easily.
What year is your EcoSport?
2018.
See, that's one of the good ones. When they initially released the Ford Eco stuff, I think it was 2011 onward, all their trucks were getting $10,000-$20,000 in repairs almost every single year after a couple years of driving them, because they had so many issues. And my one thing with Ford is they have beautiful vehicles. I love driving them. Their trucks, it feels like you're driving a car. Basically, it's so smooth. But there's just a lot of things that go wrong with Fords, and because they're one of the pricier manufacturers, it tends to be pricier. It's like Volkswagen, fantastic vehicles. When you have an issue, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg because it comes from Germany.
So. That was my Nissan. I just had a little tiny Nissan Versa, and that thing had so many issues, and it was so expensive, and nobody ever knew what was wrong with it. The last 2 years I had my car, the AC only worked when I pushed the gas, and nobody knew what was wrong with it. Yeah.
See, but I've been driving a Honda Accord, and the only thing I've had so far is I'm at 209,000 miles, and I want to say a part of something in the manifold broke, and it probably cost me, I want to say $250 to repair. Other than that, the only things that I've really dealt with my car is I run over a nail on driving to Fresno, but the car itself, that thing's just kicking. I mean, it's not new, it's not super comfy because it's so old, but I assume I'm still going to be driving that car for another 50,000-60,000 miles. Easily. And then I'll and then I'll get my Toyota Tacoma I've always wanted to.
Get a Toyota Taco.
Yeah.
That's what one of my friends always call it, Toyota Taco. But yeah, Toyotas and Hondas are if you want to get a vehicle that's going to last you a long time.
That's what I want. I want to say Ford's really only on this list because people think American made.
Probably. Well, again, and they endorse a lot of people. If anyone has a fleet of vehicles, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be Fords. They're going to have a specific Ford dealership that they deal with. The company I used to work for only bought Fords, and they were all super nice trucks.
For my car.
Their cars are better, but there's a reason that I don't think they're making cars anymore. It's because they do trucks better.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of
I want to say. The Ford F-150 is the top-selling vehicle in America.
Wow.
so many, like they make most of their money on solely selling the Ford F-150.
Interesting.
It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know if that's 100% factual either, but I saw something a while ago that was basically like Ford is no longer making cars. They're only going to make trucks from now on.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I don't, know too much on car news, but let me see how much.
But I don't know.
my car.
I'm convinced you should check your tire pressure. You're not.
Okay.
So
I'll go to American Tire.
American.
They do it for me.
Let's see. Number 7 is Sony. So this is just them as a company in general. Obviously, they make PlayStation. They make cameras. I thought we were using the Sony camera.
Make a lot of stuff.
Nope.
They pretty much make everything.
A lot of
in
stuff.
a sense.
They are the Walmart of Target,
Yes.
of Winco.
No, they're
They're
the
just-
Target of. Oh wait.
They're just the
I'm
Walmart.
confusing myself.
They're just Walmart.
Sony?
They're just the
I would say they're Target.
Wouldn't Apple be like Target?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Of Sony? Well, that's the thing. Apple doesn't make as many things as Sony does.
Yeah, but like they're nicer.
Oh, I'm thinking of Samsung.
Yeah. No, Samsung's the Walmart. Apple's the Target.
Oh, I don't know.
Samsung's Winco.
Because Samsung also makes the Target of fridges.
Lenovo?
Lenovo is the Walmart of grocery outlet.
Oh.
So beyond that, the number 6 spot is Disney, which kind of confused
Yes.
me that Marvel and Disney.
I feel like Disney should be
Even though
higher.
Disney owns Marvel. But, I mean, I guess that's not...
Disney owns everything now.
Number 5, though, is Nintendo.
Yes.
What do you guys think about that?
I'm surprised it's not higher though.
I
But,
agree.
Yes.
They have a way with making standalone games. The thing I like about them is they do their own thing, and they've been doing their own
Yes.
thing for a long time. And I can
Dig it.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
A little originality.
Like, they're obviously not known for their high-powered, high-performance machines. Like, they're usually behind 1 or 2 generations.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before.
In the sense of Joy-Cons.
Yeah, Joy-Cons.
They're better off in the trash
Yeah.
with your Folgers.
With your steak.
But yeah, honestly, I love playing my Switch. I mean, you're obviously super into Smash Bros. I've been playing Dragon Quest 11 lately.
Ooh.
But literally just like me having a game just like
Yeah, it's
on,
kind of
on
nice.
the Switch handheld.
Just laying in bed, like
To me, it's just so nostalgic, and
Yeah.
I just love it.
Nintendo's good.
Yeah. Number 4 is Coca-Cola. And that's the only soda company out here. I mean, I'm all for it. Oh,
We're not endorsing it.
not a sponsor, but if you would like to pay us,
I'm not actually not a
sponsorships,
huge
that'd be
Coke
funny.
fan, but I was thirsty.
I'm a huge Coke fan, so if you want to pay me money, I'd be fine with that.
Coke, you suck. Okay.
Number 3 is Microsoft.
Yeah.
Sure.
Number 2 is Google.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Number one's Apple. Is number one Apple?
Really? They went there.
So number 2 is Google. Yeah.
Did you
I'm
actually?
saying-
Did you see that Google's getting rid of their like Google Music, and they're just doing YouTube
Yeah,
music?
like I'm kind of confused because I've like throughout my lifetime I probably spent like $100-something on music. So I don't know if typically when services just cancel, typically you literally lose everything online.
Oh.
So I kind of want to make sure I have everything downloaded
Yeah,
so I keep.
that is kind of frustrating
I don't
because like even when I was a teenager and I used iTunes, I have like hundreds.
yeah.
I have hundreds of tunes saved on iTunes. That was like my parents used to get me gift cards.
Yes. Dude, I still have those on my phone somehow like connected, and so every time I turn my car on, it goes to iTunes. It doesn't go to Spotify. So like
Yeah.
old like Paramore music pops up. I'm like, ah.
Paramore was the jam though. But yeah, so the number one company voted on the site is Apple.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Stupid Apple.
Of course it is. Good old
I mean, they make
Target.
great stuff. They just, just upcharge everything.
I love how we all have Apple phones and we're like, stupid
Yeah.
Apple. Come on, Apple. Like,
Honestly, yeah. I mean, if Samsung made better connectivity with all their stuffs, like Apple, you have the iPhone, Apple Watch, iPad, MacBook, and everything
Yeah.
seamlessly connects. They have their own tablet and their own laptops, but they don't work as well as the Apple ecosystem does.
Yeah.
To me, if they improved that and made better CPUs for their phones, I would only ever have an Android phone.
Blah. Android phones.
When you like the
their
screen
cameras are terrible.
that's the thing. Like the screens that Apple uses are made by Samsung, so Apple even uses Samsung products in their phone.
But their cameras are.
And they just do it better.
Yeah.
It's that much better that I would rather buy an iPhone.
Their cameras look like you took the sharpness effect and just turned it like halfway up, like that. They're just disgusting.
Oh, really grainy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for me, I don't understand why Samsung is now pushing like each of their phones has the 50 times zoom.
Who's gonna?
It's just like,
that's
what
for
are you
moms who
gonna
are like, you gotta zoom in
And
on my boy.
it doesn't even look good. But when you have the regular camera, it looks pretty good. But when it comes to like just simple, just opening up the app and taking a good picture right away, Apple does.
I don't
does
know.
have that
Let's
now.
pause.
If Apple makes their own stuff first or not, but
I want to see if it's on 15 already. That was 10. That's close. Okay.
we can just do the outro right now because that was all I had. Is it recording?
Yep.
Just wait for you to sit down.
It's not red.
Well,
I'm just recording on the camera.
Oh, just kidding.
well, I mean that's all I have. That's probably all the time we got. So, do we have any announcements?
We are meeting on Sundays.
Youth
every
at
Sunday.
7:30 Sundays.
7:30 to 8:30, we meet outside in a parking lot, and it is safe. I know that sounds questionable when you say it like that, but it's safe. We're meeting in person. It's a lot of fun. Come join us for some games, some worship, a message, and small groups because we like small groups. Small groups are a lot of fun.
And again, when do the podcasts go up?
Saturday.
Whenever we post it.
I think last week was this past week.
Yeah,
It was
I was out of town, and so I didn't have service.
And I couldn't download it off the link that she gave me. So for 2 days, I was like, I just can't post this, and I'm
It's
not going to
fine.
do anything about it.
So usually Saturdays at 2 p.m., right?
Saturdays
Yeah.
at 2 p.m. or whenever you see it in your feed.
There
Yes.
you go.
So, I mean, that's all I have. If we don't have anything else,
I don't think so.
we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.